All right, can you pause this really quick? I have a question.
Yeah.
Can you teach me here? We got a little vocal lesson for me right here. Can you teach
Okay.
me the mixed voice versus falsetto versus what chest? Is that
Yep.
what the three are?
Yeah, so it's just different placement in your mouth. So your head voice is going to be placed more towards the back of your mouth because you're going to have more space back there as if you are resting a golf ball or a ping pong ball on the back of your mouth. So like, ah, we have space back there. Your belt or your chest voice is going to be more forward. So you're enunciating a lot more and it's pushed to the front of your teeth. And that's more like what Broadway singers do. Ah, and then your mixed voice is going to be in the middle of your mouth. So your mixed voice, people will like, they don't get it confused, but people think that people are singing in their chest voice when really they're singing in their mixed voice. Like a lot of people, like, I don't know if you've listened to other Frozen stuff, but Kristen Bell, who sings Anna's song for the first time in forever, she sings a really high E and she mixes it, but people always think that she belts it because it sounds so strong. So your mix is something that you can really like tweak, I guess, to make it feel like it's in your belt, but it's not going to be so harsh on your
How can
voice.
you tell when something's in like? How do you tell the difference
So,
between chest and mixed? Then
like, okay, my chest voice is like, ooh, that's forward. My mixed voice would be, ooh, and it's like if you say ooh, it's gonna give you where it is placed. It mixes really
okay.
like interesting to learn.
And then
Because
what's the falsetto? Like, is that a
ooh,
head voice? Yeah, is that
head
head
voice
voice
more.
or okay? Okay,
Lighter, a little bit
interesting.
lighter,
Yeah. Is
lightier.
it true that I heard somewhere, I don't know if this is true or not. I heard that the larynx flips or does something when you do your falsetto.
Ooh, yeah, I would say probably yes because you can definitely hear that flip if you go like do 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 do, and then yeah, so yeah, probably.
I
I
don't
mean,
know the
I'm not
answer,
a
but
I'm not a vocal scientist, so
just a good vocal coach.
yes, I don't know that, but
Hey, you know
I
what
know a lot
that
of other
means?
things.
Exactly. That's okay. That's okay. So when you said switch, you were talking about she's probably in her mixed voice and you think that she should have gone to her chest
No,
voice?
she was in her chest voice. She said, and then she needed to switch to her mix.
Oh, so that's really interesting, I guess. Is
So chest
that's
will
I
go to
guess things
mix.
you would work out through rehearsals, I guess, if you were like
Uh huh.
really doing a song, you're like, oh, I should sing this in this section. That's really it's so interesting. Like once you learn like the technical side of things, it's almost like music theory in the sense of
Yes.
like I know a lot of music theory and I know a lot of like production stuff. And it's like, I think, oh, this chord would go to this chord, where it's like a lot of people that don't know music theory, like a lot of these rock stars in the 60s, 70s, 80s, like they didn't know anything. They were just
Right.
doing what sounds good. And it's I to some degree relate that to my singing, or like I don't really. I mean, I can tell a difference obviously between like the majors. Like obviously, if I'm belting, I know I'm singing my chest voice. If I'm singing in falsetto, I know that. But like
Right.
to think like, oh, maybe I should sing this in chest or versus the mixed. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't, I don't think I don't know. You know, and I just do it. So it's like, which is bad. I would love. I want to start learning that stuff, which is why I want to start
Yeah.
taking vocal lessons.
Yeah.
But it is just really interesting how people think about this stuff. I think it's really, I think it's pretty cool actually.
Yeah, it's more so like since she's getting up there a little bit more, if she starts to belt it, she'll give like too much away before we get to the last note. So you might want to
Mm,
mix instead of belt because you don't want to, or it maybe it's high and she's singing with a piano. It's different than singing with a full band too. So you might want
sure.
to mix instead of belt there.
So interesting.
Hmm. Okay, there we go.